Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Star Stitches. Hope you're all okay and I've had a good week. Yeah, I had a bit of a manic day yesterday and today. Yesterday I just started one job and then I went on to another and to another and to another. It ended up being like one of those where the original job you started with, you ended up finishing like 3 hours after you started. But yeah, haven't actually managed any crochet. Still been a bit lost my crojo. I have had a couple of deliveries and I also thought I'd show you something else as well. But yeah, and I have made a couple of purchases, so I will tell you about the purchases I've made as well at the end. I'm just looking at my phone because I need to know one of them's from somewhere new. So yeah, so in terms of crochet, probably between the last time I showed you this and now I have done a bit more of my Toft Imaginists. It's still not finished. I'm still deciding as I go along and whether I like it or not. But this is what I've done so far. I don't normally show these before I finish them, so yeah, this is a first for me. But we've done some sort of vine work here and some flowers. We've done some little legs with like little buckles on boots and little flowers on the end. There is a dome in the middle of the head there, and some varying length. This is just like chain loop hair with, again, some flowers on the ends. So I still need to do arms and add a bit more to it, but we have eyes. We have a couple of curly little bits in here as well, separate to the chain loops. So yeah, that is what I've done so far for my Imaginists. I'm still going with it. Yeah, and undecided, but we shall see. But I do at least quite like, we've got a couple of colours in the palette this time. It's not monochrome like we had before, so yeah, something a bit different to work with there. Delivery wise, I've had one yarny one non-yarny, but kind of related to you. I'll show you the non-yarny first. I ordered myself this. Hubby laughed at me, but it is, I haven't managed to get back in the box the way it came out. That's always the way. It is, it looks a bit like the Toft necklight that I had. But yeah, so it kind of wraps around your neck like so, clips in, and then we've got this big metal, quite stiff arm that if I then go like that, I can attach my phone to. So for example, if I want, oh, I need to bend it a bit. If I want to record myself doing some crochet techniques for you, I can do it, excuse that in the way, but I can do it with both hands and be hands-free and be able to record it for you. So yeah, this is very stiff, but it's a good thing because obviously with the weight of the phone, I think I need to tweak it more. Oh, it does move both ways. I think it just needs a bit of helping. So yeah, and then we just push the button outside and this clicks out. So that is, and it's very all bendable like the Toft light as well. So that is a purchase I made, which hopefully might come in handy. So yeah, if there's any sort of stitches or anything you want me to show you, I will be able to do that now with this, but I can't bend it back for... I don't know how it comes out of the box, do you know what I mean? It's like, I think it came out like that. Excuse the noise, the back door is open. It sounds like blooming Silverstone out there at the moment. Somebody's driving like a loon. So that was a non-yarny delivery. The yarny delivery that did arrive is my Conservationist. So that we said we got the cost of it beforehand, so instead of it being £19 it was £31, so it went up by £12. Yeah, I'm not sure on this one, I have to say. I'm not sure it's my cup of tea, so I'll show you the yarn. Also, we only got there for 5 balls of yarn for £31 plus postage, so £35.50. I was hoping for a special yarn. There isn't one, unfortunately. I don't think Kerry ever said necessarily she was going to do a special yarn, but yeah. Normally you can get 6 balls for £30 on the website. So I appreciate these are exclusive kits and patterns as well. I think it's just because this one is not really my cup of tea. Had it been my cup of tea, I probably wouldn't be so bothered, if you know what I mean. So these are the colours that we have. So we have 2 charcoal. We've got a chestnut. We have a steel. And we have a cream. So these are the 5 colours that we have. So all standardised Toft colours. And then we've got our little leaflet. So this is a spoiler, so if you haven't got yours, obviously I'll put chapters in like normal, please skip. But we are making the Rollaway Monkey. So I will put a proper picture up here in a second, but to try and show you on my phone as to what we're making. This is what we're making. I will put it up properly up there, but this is Sal the Rollaway Monkey. I think it's one of those with the weird, really long noses. Yeah, not my cup of tea. I'm not really a monkey person anyway, I have to say. So that, again, that's why it's not for me. And I'm sure some people will open this and thoroughly loved it. And that is the thing with the surprise one. And then obviously we have the map, like normal, that comes with it. So, yeah, I've still got the manatee to make from before. And although that looked like quite a simple pattern, I actually liked the idea of the manatee. So I won't be making this one straight away, let's just say. I'll probably still try and make it. But yeah, not really my cup of tea. We did, however, with the Conservationists, get a little pattern for this, which is a Mountain Avens, which I don't believe I have this pattern. So it's like a little mini flower monster. So yeah, I'm pleased about that. And there was this knit Raspberry Ripple cowl, and I really love it, but I can't knit. So I need a crochet version of this. Would be nice. I'm probably sure there is a crochet cowl that they've given a free pattern for, but because obviously it's not shown in the strawberry or the Raspberry Ripple. But yeah. So that was the delivery. So orders that I've made. I have made a couple, even though I'm not supposed to be buying yarn. I'm just going to look and find the... So the first one I found, I think it's through somebody on, a friend on Instagram, and I think they liked their page. But it's a company called Yarn Unique. So I ordered, try and show you this so I can't show you my address. I've ordered 3 yarns. I've ordered one called Neon Rainbow, one called Aurora number 6, and one called Aurora number 7. So this is what I've ordered, the colourways, if you can see that. Really stunning colourways, especially like this bottom Aurora one. So yeah, I've ordered those. So we will see what they are like. I've not ordered from this company before. I believed they were all in stock and they weren't dyed to order at the time, but yeah, it says shipping 3 to 5 business days on that. So hopefully that might come this week if I'm lucky. And Woolly Mama's had a shop update on Friday at 7 o'clock. If you head over there might still be some bits left if you're lucky. And I ordered myself, again, try and show you this without showing you my address, a hummingbird gradient set. So really love those colourways. So that will come hopefully this week as well, maybe. I know Cassie's normally pretty quick at shipping out, so yeah, I look forward to getting that, and I will obviously show you in the flesh when they arrive. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just thinking crochet wise, yeah, haven't really done much. Need to crack on with my Imaginists and finish that. But the other thing, I think I briefly mentioned to you last time, and also if you follow me on Insta, you will see I have started a 10-week stained glass workshop for beginners, which is every Thursday evening for a couple of hours. So it was week 2, this Thursday just gone. I now have myself my little box with my bits in. So I will show you a couple of bits from in here. That's my pass. My ID. So this was the pattern that I was using, if you saw. And what I did as well was I found myself some online for free and I printed these out. So I think I might attempt this one next, give that a go. So those were patterns. I will show you, so I have in here, I put it in here in case of leakage, because you have to have glass cutting oil in your tool, so that just goes in your tool. So I've got a bottle of that, and then this is my glass cutting tool that came in a nice little box from Amazon. Oh, let's see, and it's leaked in here. Excellent. So yeah, I'm not going to touch that and get that out because I need to sort that in a second out. But this is the glass cutting tool, and it's not sharp or anything. It's just a little wheelie ball, but it has to have oil in with it, and that has now apparently leaked in there, which is a good thing really that I kept it all in a bag. So I'm going to need to mop that up and clean that. But it's just you hold it like a pen and do that. I will sort that after this video. I filled it up before my class on Thursday, and I didn't actually use it because I wasn't cutting any glass. I will also show you that in a second. So this is my solder, and I've never used solder before. So yeah, that was interesting for the first time. And then I do have in here, I'm going to be really careful, my pieces of glass that I've picked from my workshop. So I've got a couple of bits. This was one of my practice pieces. Oh, you can't really see that. No, you can't see that at all. Sort of a rhombus. This was just a spare little bit of leftover glass that was patterned. And then these are the ones that I've picked out of what we were allowed in the class. So I've got a bit of turquoise blue textured glass there. I've got this stunning one, which I'll keep, there you go, you can see it now. Iridescent, and again textured almost like bubbles. You can see that. So yeah, picked that one up. Excuse me. And then I've got, this one is slightly textured, but just sort of a purple piece of glass there. Excuse me. Let me have a bit of my tea. So that is what I've picked out. Bit of dust got up in my throat, sorry there. Yeah, so that's what I've picked out of what we're allowed at the workshop. So that's our allowance. So I have ordered myself now, in true Michelle form, a starter kit from a company that I found online. So it comes with another cutter, glass cutter, a different style one I believe. And it comes with some glass and all the different bits and bobs that you would need to make at home, plus a soldering iron, which I don't have. I'm going to try and make sure I put all this back without dropping any of it and breaking any of my glass that I need. Yeah, so it comes with the soldering iron, comes with all the sort of, it's not really chemicals, but there's some stuff that you need to paint on before you join pieces together, etc. So yeah, so that is coming and on its way, and it will come with more things like the solder as well. But I did spend the lesson on Thursday basically learning how to, so you cut your glass, you do copper foil around the edge like tape, then you put something called, then you have to smooth it all down, put something called flux on, then you tan the edges of your each bit of glass, which is like you get a bit of the solder and you just make them silver all the way around. Then you smush them together and blob them together, and then you solder. So I did manage to complete. So it is so rough around the edges, and the solder is so rough because I've never soldered before, so trying to get it smooth. But oh, hello Jasper. All right, rabbit running around. He was indoors, I didn't realise. So I have, it's holding together. It's joined. These sort of black bits here that you can see, sort of shadows, is the copper tape. So that's why you have to try and get the copper tape quite even all the way around, because then you'll cover it with the solder. But like on the back here, my copper tape wasn't very thick, and so I've got, you can see sort of bits of black. But it's all a learning curve, so these were all sort of out of scraps of glass. But this is my very first stained glass item, and it survived. So yeah, I'm really pleased. If I hold it up to the light, I am going to hang on to that because obviously that is my very first item, but hopefully we will improve and get better, because you can see quite how bumpy that is there and where I've attached the top piece. and also in the middle is quite bumpy and rough, and the same there, you can see. But like with anything, we're only going to get better with more practice, but it is holding, so yeah, quite impressed with that. So I've still got another 8 weeks to go, so hopefully by the end I'll be better at soldering, and maybe with my own kit at home I'll be able to do a little bit more as well. So yeah, that is my stained glass workshop. So I'm going to make sure I clean that cutter now, seeing as it's got oil everywhere. But that's kind of it from me really. There's not a lot else. Yeah, I got those 2 orders coming, and that's going to be pretty much it. Obviously Conservationist has arrived. I suppose as we're getting into, well, we're end of January this week, aren't we? So as we're getting into February, we will have Flora Society will come along at some point, so I'll be able to show you that. But yeah, if anybody's got any motivation and they would like to send it this way, that would be good. But yeah, so that's pretty much it from me. So hopefully you've all got a nice project on the go and you're into something that's keeping you busy and enjoying. If you've got any tips or recommendations, let me know. If there's any stitches or anything you want to see, now that I have my little hanging thingy for my phone, let me know. Yeah, got a couple of home improvement this week, so that's going to take up my time on Friday, and then next week I've got to be in London for an all-day work thing, so that'll be a bit of a tight week next week. But yeah, I mean, weekend-wise I've got some time to rest and chill. Haven't really got much booked in this time of year. I'm like, oh, can't be bothered almost. But yeah, right, I'm going to stop waffling. Have a good rest of your Sunday. It's nice and sunny here, hence the back door is wide open for Jasper to run in and out. And yeah, have a good rest of your evening and a good week, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye. Hello everybody, I'm crouching down. I suddenly remembered there was something else that arrived this week that I forgot to show you. 7 months after I ordered it, I was actually in Grenada on holiday, so that was June last year when I ordered. My Della Maker's mesh bag has finally arrived. So I will show you. So this is the purple one. So it is, as what it says, it's a meshy bag here. It's got a zip pocket on the front, so if you want to put like your patterns, etc. in here, anything you don't want to lose. Let me do that up if you can. It's got metal D-rings on the side. There is actually a long strap inside. So it's got part webbing handles on one side and leather on the other side. And it is a popper fixture inside. I'm cutting off my head because you don't need to see me. It's, yeah, popper enclosure and still mesh on the inside. We do have in here a scissor keeper, and it came with scissors. I actually thought it just meant a scissor keeper. So yeah, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Then we've got our long strap, which is just a purple webbing strap. We have our Maker's mesh pouch, which is actually leathery on one side and mesh on the other, which I've only just realised now when I'm talking to you. And that is poppered. I have quite a few of these in just the mesh. I quite like these poppered bags because they're quite useful. It's alright, I'm being stared at by the rabbit. He's just popped his head over and just given me the evil eye. So yeah, that comes with it. And also you get, as always with your Namaste, well, it's not Namaste anymore, Della Q, your little sort of notebook thing, which you can, obviously it's like a little dotty, teeny tiny journal if you want to make any notes. Just a card about caring for the faux leather and canvas, and a needle. So yeah, that's finally arrived after a very long wait. I'm not displeased with it, I am pleased with it, but I think because it's just taken so long now, my excitement wore off for it. So yeah, Jasper, no, sorry, he's attacking the box down here like it's in his way. Yeah, I think the excitement just wore off a bit for it, if I'm honest, because I've waited so long and this was out of my birthday money. But it is finally here. It is going to be handy, like when I go to my workshops at Q or whatever. I think this is going to be handier to put my stuff in, provided it's not chucking it down with rain. Yeah, so there you go. It is finally here. So I might get myself... I've seen a backpack that is a Della Q one in this new material. I'm not overly keen on this material because it marks quite easily, but that's supposed to be to the character for it. But yeah, that is here. Anyway, sorry, I forgot to show you that.